Hello everyone, this is Mike Kimberlin Academic Services, and this video is intended to give you information about the Common Core and reading levels for students in the Park Hill School District. The topics of this screencast include several different things and questions that we are attempting to answer. First of all, what is an ATOS reading level? ATOS is a term that you should become familiar with, and it is a score that is already available to you in the STAR assessment. ATOS is very similar to a Lexile measure and something that you may have heard about within the Common Core. We'll briefly talk about why we're choosing ATOS over Lexile, how to get an ATOS level on your STAR reports, and what level is expected at each grade level to be on track to be college and career ready with the Common Core. First of all, what is ATOS? ATOS is very similar to Lexile, and it's a readability formula or trying to establish a reading level for students relative to the difficulty of text that they are engaged with. As you see here, ATOS actually has 4 factors that are used to come up with that measure. Things like sentence length, word length, vocabulary grade level, and number of words in a book. Well, Lexile is actually using just 2 of these, sentence length and word frequency. All of the research that we've found suggests that ATOS is as reliable or more reliable at establishing a reading level versus a Lexile for students. Finally, Lexile is a very protected name and only available on a few certain select assessments. Our assessment plan is meeting our needs at this time, and ATOS is going to produce a reading level that's very similar to a Lexile and give us the ability to track students' reading level throughout their career here at Park Hill and to determine whether they're on track to be college and career ready by the time that they finish high school. To be able to find a student's ATOS level, you simply need to go to the Renaissance website where you would log in to get the STAR assessment results. Simply log in as a teacher, and here I will be logging in as the administrator, so you will see maybe more things that you don't see on your normal screen. But it should be very similar, and you see STAR reading here down at the bottom. When you click on reports, you are given a menu of several different reports that are available to you. Your school should already be populated right here, and you are going to click on Summary Report. Summary Report allows you to have several different options, and the most important option would be that about halfway down you see where it says Show ATOS 2000 Scores. We want to do this because the ATOS measure, the ATOS 2000, is a score that is on a scale of 2000, very similar to a Lexile measure that maybe you've heard about. We're going to click Yes here, and then click View Report. That'll take a couple seconds to load, and I'm going to switch here to protect student information and show you what this looks like when that report comes up. When that report comes up, on the right-hand side of the report, you're going to see an ATOS 2000 score. That ATOS 2000 score is very similar to a Lexile, and in fact, in this one, you see a few different scores, and you also see a term BR. That term is for beginner reader. This means that student is not yet on the scale for ATOS, and in fact, these students are in the 1st grade, so that's not surprising that you would see a BR for students that are at the beginning reader stage. These ATOS 2000 measures are very similar to a Lexile, and if you look at a 5th grade roster, you will see here that those scores look very similar to the Lexile measures maybe you've studied when we talk about the Common Core. The final question we're attempting to answer in this video is, where should students be? A lot of information has gone out from the Common Core relative to Lexiles and ATOS measures and where students should be at the beginning, middle, and end of their different grade levels so that they're on track to be college and career ready. This particular document that you're viewing right now is going to be available to you within your scoring guides or also on BYOC. This particular document is taking all of the measures that we've been told through the research done by Lexile and ATOS to where students should be at the beginning, middle, and end of their particular grade level so that they are able to be on track to be college and career ready. That particular range then has gone through several different pieces of transformations and things that we've done to make sure that we are understanding exactly where students should be. Now that you have the ability to get an ATOS 2000, you can look at this grade level, determine where students should be at the beginning, the middle, and the end. For instance, if you're a 6th grade teacher and you print ATOS measures, you would look to see that students are at 1025 at the beginning, 1075 within the middle of the year, and 1125 by the end of their 6th grade year. These measures are all based on what students need to be able to be college and career ready by the time that they leave high school in the new Common Core. That is a higher expectation, and sometimes this will be a very big challenge to us in Park Hill, as it will be everywhere, to increase the expectation of students' reading level and the type of text that they are engaged with. The final thing that you will see particularly on this table is the intervention level. What we've done is look to see where would students be if they were behind or outside the range of what they need to be college and career ready. For instance, 8th grade, we've looked and established that if they are at the same place that where we would expect them in 6th grade and they're there in 8th grade, then this would be a place that consideration for intervention would be needed. Each one of these levels is established, and you see in the 1st and 2nd grade levels the DRA or guided reading level that would be associated with their intervention. There will be more explanation on this from coaches and other PD opportunities, but this particular document gives you your grade level and what's expected in the new Common Core relative to students' reading levels as we get into looking at smarter balanced assessments and other pieces of information regarding a student's reading level. As stated before, this video's intent was to give you information about reading levels and the Common Core for students in Park Hill. ATOS measures are available to you at this time and will be used instead of a Lexile score, but very similar to a Lexile score. You should know how to get ATOS reports or on your reports from your STAR reading. And if you have questions, you can certainly contact Academic Services at any time. Jeff Klein, Mike Kimbrell, or Jennifer Corum would be happy to answer any questions that you have regarding this video. Also, know that in the future we are working on establishing these reading levels and scores within Matrix so that we can track students' progress over time in every grade level that they're in with the Park Hill School District. I hope this information has been helpful. Again, please contact us if you have any questions, and have a great day.